Hi there, Jen here, and welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by my Pink Ladies YouTube channel. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about our liquid eyeshadows. I've had lots of questions about how to apply these, how to wear them, and I just thought, you know what, I want to do a little video on all four colors. And so tonight we're going to look at just one of the four. There are four in the series. They're absolutely gorgeous, but we're going to start with Light Beam, which is just a very light color. I want to show you how you can actually layer that and do different things with it. So we're going to do two different looks on both of my eyes just to kind of give you a playground to start really playing in with these. Super excited about it. So what tools I'm going to be using today is going to be Light Beam, the liquid eyeshadow. I'm going to be using our liquid eyeshadow brush. You can see this brush is kind of tapered here like this. It's a thinner brush, somewhat dense, but because it's kind of tapered like this, it really allows you to get into the corners of your eyes to blend that out. I'm also going to be using our all over eyeshadow brush. Probably should look up the names of these and make sure I'm getting them correct. Believe this is our all over eyeshadow brush. The name's worn off because I use it so much, but it's a blending brush. So it's a thicker, fluffier brush that allows really to blend things out. I may use our smudger brush, which is a much more shorter, dense. This is really good for getting in the corners of your eyes and really concentrating some color there if you want to do that. And I think those are the only ones I'm going to need to use for tonight. I think this will get me kind of a good start as to what I'm suggesting as far as these are concerned. So we're going to basically take this, and I don't have my eyeglasses on, so I'm hoping I'll be able to see. It's just this really nice little soft tip here that grabs the color. And I'm just going to take it and put it all over my eyelid. You can see it just blends on there so nicely. Now you could take this all the way up to your brow if you wanted to. I don't particularly like to do it that way. I like to just put it about halfway up to my brow. So when I open my eye, I can see the color in here, because when I open my eye, my eyelid kind of disappears. And I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to blend it out to make sure that I didn't, have any like thicker parts in certain places. I'm kind of messy with my eyeshadow, so I'll be going back and like cleaning up anything that I get down in here. I'm just going to take that and blend that all over my lid. What's fantastic about these is that they dry to a powder. I'm going to do the other eye as well. I said if you wanted to, you could take it all the way up to your brow. And I'm just smoothing that out and blending it out. And I like this brush because I can really get into the corners and into my crease. My lighting is not so great on my mirror here, so I'm going to put a little bit more on to make sure that I really can see it well. This is a nice neutral color, so it just allows you to do all kinds of stuff with it. Just a nice light, kind of light beige, not even off-white, it's really a really pale beige color. I need to work on my lighting a little better so I can see this a little better and see what I'm doing. Since I have that all over my lids, I wipe off my brush on a tissue. and just kind of soften that up a little bit. Okay. So this is where you get to get creative. You could just do this, put something up here on your brows a little bit, and add some eyeliner and call it good. Like, there's not really, you know, you don't have to do a whole lot of other stuff. But I do like to get in here and add some more color. So I put together a palette of 6 different colors that I like to use. These are some of my favorites that are just nice neutral colors that I think go really well with this color. And, you know, I've got a mix of dark and light colors in here, kind of depending on what I want to do with it. So the first one that's my ultimate favorite is Shiny Penny. And this gold color right here is Shiny Penny. I absolutely love, love, love Shiny Penny. It's just such a beautiful gold color. And I just kind of put that on the outside of my lid. And if I was really feeling frisky, I would blend that into the rest of my lid as well. But maybe stay darker on the outside. It just softens up. And then the cream shadow is acting like a primer. I didn't have to prime first. I was able just to put that color like right on my eye. And I would go darker on the outside here and leave it lighter on the inside. Could even take it into your crease a little bit if you wanted to. And we do have these crease brushes that are angled, and it really helps like get into that crease if you want it to be nice and dark in that crease. I just love that with Shiny Penny. And if I wanted to, I would take my smudger brush, which is the nice tight one, and really get into the corner here. Depending on what kind of look I'm looking for. And then I just kind of smooth it out because I don't want any like harsh lines. And then I might take Biscotti, which is this nice light one, and do that right up on my brow. I like to do a lighter color up on my brow because then it kind of brings my brow out a little bit. And messy, messy as it goes. And that's just a very, very simple look to do with Light Beam. I would add some eyeliner and I would call it good. Let me see if I have my brown eyeliner right here. I don't want to go with black. Black is date night. It's not date night. Trying to stay in your camera view, but I can't see without my super close-up mirror. I'm just going to add a little bit of eyeliner on that because I'm an eyeliner girl. And it just really changes your whole look. By adding in some eyeliner. Just my suggestion, like I said, I really want to just give you some things to kind of think about and play with. Now, I would be going back and touching up all of this with my foundation, but I think that's just an absolutely beautiful look. Okay, so the next one that we want to work with a little bit here is going to be some of our darker browns and stuff. Again, depending on what kind of look you're going for, you could start off light and then darken it up if, I don't know, some cute guy calls you up and says, hey, let's go to dinner. You could then darken it up a little bit. So let's go in with hazelnut. Oh, hazelnut is one of my favorites. This is hazelnut, and as you can see, I wear that one a lot. Actually, we're going to leave this nice and close up. And I'm just going to hazelnut all over my eye. It just tones down that color. But I'm only going to here where I've got the color kind of up in here as well. It just tones it down a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with my crease brush. Because of the angle on this, it really gets in the crease. And I like to take it this way into my crease so that I'm getting it right in here. You can also angle it down the other way, but I like it this way. And then we're going to go in with Rustic, which is this dark one right here. And really get that into the crease. And then I'm going to do the outside of my eye as well. And again, bring that up into my crease. What? Mm-hmm. And then I'm just going in with this blender brush because we don't want any harsh lines. So I just kind of want to soften that up a little bit. I still think that's gorgeous colors though. And if I wanted to, I can hit it again with hazelnut to kind of soften that up a little bit. And then we do have Smoky Quartz, which is this top kind of silvery one. I could do that up on my brow. I could also take that one and do the inside part of my lid and lighten up the inside part of my lid. Telling you, these colors are just phenomenal. And it only took a few minutes to do both those eyes. Other than, you know, a little cleanup here and there. And then we throw on a little bit of eyeliner because I really think eyeliner, I mean, just look at the difference in having eyeliner and not having eyeliner. I'm not a mascara wearer unless I really have something fancy going on because I don't feel like you can see the mascara under my glasses. So I think, why am I going to go through all that work of throwing on mascara if you can't really see it? But, you know, if I was going somewhere special and really wanted to, like, do dramatic makeup, then I would put on some mascara. Otherwise, just a little eyeliner, call it good. Actually, after I put my eyeliner on, I take my smudger brush, which I just threw somewhere. I'm not sure where I threw it at. I take my smudger brush and I kind of like smudge out my eyeliner to make it so it's not such a harsh line, because I don't really like the harsh lines. But, okay, so what do you think? I mean, just some suggestions. You can use, you don't have to put on primer before you use the liquid eyeliners because they're going to act as your primer. But if you find that you crease a lot, then one thing I would recommend you do is put primer on. And there is a specific primer just for eyes, not foundation primer that you put all over your face, but an eye primer. You put the eye primer on and you kind of do this blink, blink, blink action because you want to get it into where you would normally crease. Then you kind of, with your ring finger, you kind of wipe off the excess, blink, blink, blink. And then you want to use a translucent loose powder. This is a white powder, but it goes on clear. You want to take a big brush like your all over powder brush and then just put that all over your eyelid. So you've got primer on, you blink, 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 kind of patted through any excess, blink, 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 and then just, I mean, a very teeny tiny amount. I mean, like, it hits the lid, and I literally just dust a little bit on the lid, and then I dust that all over my eye. And then I do the same thing, blink, blink, blink. This is putting things into where I would normally crease, and it's kind of filling those areas so that my shadow doesn't end up there. Then once I've done that powder blink, then I kind of take this and do windshield wiper where I crease, and where I crease is right here in the middle, right here. So then I would kind of go windshield wiper. And it fills in those areas. So then when I'm using the liquid eyeliner or any of my eyeshadows, I don't have to worry about them getting in there and hanging out in there. They're now on the surface of that area. So hopefully this is just giving you like a couple of suggestions that will spark creativity in you to go out and try to kind of figure out what you want to do. Most of the time I can get samples to well, not all of the time I can get samples to eyeshadows. It's just a matter of if I have it in stock already. So if there's a couple of colors that we talked about tonight that you want to try, let me know and I will let you know if I have those. These again are the colors that I messed with tonight, and I'll tell you the names of those really quick when I put my eyeballs back on. Okay, so we have, dun, 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 dun. Okay, so this gorgeous one up here is Moonstone. Moonstone I think would be really good on the inside lid or even on your brow. The next one is Hazelnut, one of my all-time favorites. I will use this one all by itself on those mornings when I'm like quick, fast, in a hurry. Hazelnut on, a little biscotti on my brow, eyeliner, and I'm out the door. Like I'm ready to go. So this one is biscotti. Everyone needs biscotti in their palettes, I'm telling you right now. This one is Smoky Quartz, another really nice one that I like in the corners or on my brow. This one is Rustic. This is a gorgeous color for when you're doing that outside like edges here and getting into the crease and giving that kind of like dark effect down in here. That's what I used here is Rustic. And then my all-time favorite, okay, I have lots of favorites, but it's Shiny Penny. Like I think Shiny Penny is just such a gorgeous color. Oh my stars. You can tell I use that one a lot too. And that one's Shiny Penny. So just some suggestions that I would use with Light Beam. If you're not familiar with our palettes, I absolutely love these. This in here is a magnet and these are metal. So they basically are magnetized. So I can build a palette based on what colors I want. And when you get low, you just call me up and go, Jen, I'm out of hazelnut. You need to order me hazelnut. And for $8, you get just the one that you run out of. I'm so addicted to the eyeshadows that I have an entire palette full. I just pulled out what I was using to make it easier. But this one also has my blushes in them. And then I have a second one that I'm starting because I have my pink palettes in here. I have my pressed powders in here. I have highlighters. Telling you, it's fantastic. And I can take these because they're nice and flat. I can take these with me. When I go on vacation here pretty soon, I can take these with me, and it has all my shadows, so I have options. Okay, I hope that helps. That was, really just to be able to get you to explore and kind of play with that a little bit more. I'm going to do another video on Pink Starlight, which is another gorgeous, beautiful color, and some looks that we have with that. I will be doing another video on Purple Nova. That one can be kind of intimidating to some people, and I want to squash that real quick because it is a gorgeous color that you can do all kinds of things with. And then the last one will be Meteor Shower, which is just a gorgeous color as well. So I'm going to give you some suggestions with that. Thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. Thanks.